Come on. Come on. Come on, Dawn. So Saturday the 15th of June, and today our parkrun tourism is taking us quarter of a mile from our front door because we're going around the corner to run the Penistone parkrun. So obviously with it being local, it's only done several times in the past, but we're here for a particular reason today, and that reason is
I'm going to try to break my Penistone parkrun PB.
And your Penistone parkrun PB currently stands at
22 and 49 seconds.
So let's see what Dawn can manage this morning. Conditions are good. Unusually for Penistone, there's no rain. We think the field that it starts and finishes on has been mown recently, so that should be okay. Looking forward to a decent set of conditions today. So Dawn is going to be videoing it from a point of view, hence the camera on ahead. So let's look at the effort we'll put into matching today. Matching Parkrun 500 t-shirts. Both got Ben Parks caps on, and both running in the Adios Adizero Pro 3. Try saying that at 8:30 in the morning.
Penistone parkrun starts with a lap of the showgrounds. You can see the grass is quite short, however it is a little bit rutted. My approach was to take the first bend quite easy as we approached an incline. I wasn't pushing at this point because I know I have to go back up this incline at the end of the parkrun. So I took it quite reasonably easy until I got to the top, and then when I got to the top I allowed myself to flow a little bit and to push into the pace. Once I'd gone along the top of the field, I really like the next bit because it flows downhill, so you can let yourself go a little bit without too much effort. However, when you get to the bottom of the field, you do then have to go through a gate, and you've got a bit of a sharp left turn to go onto the Transpennine Trail. So now the field is out of the way. This is the part of the course where I start to think about running at an even pace. So it's a slight incline going out. You don't really notice it because you know you're just going to run flat and straight for about 1.25 miles. If I'm truthful, I wasn't feeling great at this stage, but I decided not to look at my watch and just to run as hard as I could and just keep it as even as possible. The reason I didn't feel so great, I think, is I've had a few days where I just felt a little bit off it.
So in order for Dawn to hit a Penistone parkrun PB, we calculated she needed to run at about a 7:18 pace on average. At this point, from a coach's point of view, I could see she wasn't quite there, but I wasn't worried at this stage because I know we are running up a slight incline. 1k, about 4:35 that. For the mileage people, 7:29 for mile 1.
So around 1 mile I actually felt quite relaxed and I settled into a consistent pace, and I just thought, keep clipping away. I did find the thick green foliage on the trail was actually affecting my breathing slightly, as I suffer with hay fever at this time of the year.
Kilometre 2, about 4:30. Thank you. Morning, Richard. So Penistone parkrun mainly takes place along the old Woodhead railway line. Work started there in 1837 and the line was completed in 1845, so around 8 years. Currently, if you carry on just past where the parkrun turns around, we'll find a bridge that's been closed for over 3 years. So we're getting on to half the time it took to build the entire line between Manchester and Sheffield. We're still trying to get around to repair one little bridge. I think the Victorians had something to tell us about engineering and getting things done. Hello.
So into mile 2, my breathing was feeling rather laboured, and I actually felt that I was like trying to force the pace rather than feeling relaxed into it.
Halfway there, at 11:40.
As we got to halfway point in the parkrun, as John said, I was a little bit off the pace for a PB. However, at the turnaround point, which we're coming up to now, it's all back down the trail till we get to the field, so you're able to pick up pace at this point.
So yes, I've now got 1 1/4 mile of just flat, straight down the trail running where Dawn can hopefully get into pace and chip away towards that PB time. Mile 2, 7:24.
When the going gets tough in races or any kind of hard effort, one of the things I like to do is talk to myself. This gives me the motivation to push on.
Come on! Come on, Dawn!
So these motivational mantras seem to pick Dawn up as she recorded a 4th kilometre at 4:20, the quickest of the parkrun so far, and left her needing around 4 minutes 30 for the final kilometre to record a new Penistone parkrun PB. Now we are still going down the trail, picking up pace, but the last 400 metres of the parkrun is round the showground field that we started on and not conducive to a sprint finish, so she really needs to take advantage of this final section down the Trans-Pennine Trail.
Come on! Run! Yes!
And that, folks, isn't Dawn running through some nettles, it's the sound of effort at the end of a parkrun. Remember, folks, these aren't competitive events.
As I entered the showground, I had the incline to take. As I got to the top, John told me I had a minute to get to the finish. Boy, did I put my foot down because I thought I wasn't going to make it. I thought the grass was going to slow me and I was going to be outside that Penistone parkrun PB. So here you can hear there was no slacking off. So I crossed the line, an official finishing time of 22:22.
So an official Penistone parkrun PB for Dawn of 27 seconds. She also got 85.52 age grading, which was a top age grading on the day. So Penistone done and dusted,
Yeah.
and a successful mission.
Yep.
Bit harder than you thought, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, I found that really tough, yeah. 22:30 though on my watch, so...
What did I say you would do before the run?
22:30.
So we've got a long journey home now, about 200 yards away. So I hope you've enjoyed joining us at Penistone Parkrun today. If you have, please give this video a like, and if you'd like to see us do more parkruns and other races around the country, please consider subscribing. So until next time, keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.